Hey everybody, this isn't going to be a really long video. I just want to clear a couple things up from some rather nasty accusations made today. We're going to look at a couple of screenshots and you're going to see when I made any communication with anybody I'm alleged to be involved with. Um, we're going to look at what Unirock calls a death threat, and then we're going to wrap it up and I'll let you go about your day. I am going to play a portion of his Twitter scope today where he once again defames me. I know he's upset with me, and I know why. And I'll just reiterate it right now. He let KJ dox a member of his Discord that was also a channel member. He covered for her. He then basically kicked the person that got doxed, and then I exposed him for it months later. And Keemstar took my video and trolled him with it. And he really got butthurt. And he's still really butthurt because it just proved he's full of shit. And he hung out with somebody that he darn well knew was a doxer the whole time. He's a doxer. You know what? I don't care what he says. If you've ever been a mod for him, you know damn well when he wants information, he doesn't care what you got to do to find it. Him and his YBI. You know, God forbid anybody's got a situation where they need to do a GoFundMe. You can best believe Uni and his band of merry idiots is going to look up everything in your life, including your parents, right down to your dog's tags. It's bullcrap, and nobody should be out there acting like they're on some moral high ground that they have a right to look up anybody that's down and needs help and does a fundraiser. And God forbid you've ever talked to Steve McRae, because then you're a fucking criminal and you're going to get your shit looked up. Now, you might be sitting there saying, hey man, I don't care. I've got nothing to hide. That's not the point. Who the hell is he? He ain't shit. He's an asshole that goes on Twitter and slanders people. He's just some little fucking puke that lives in his mom's basement. It's got nothing better to do than play fart cough and act like a jack off. So, if you're all right with him, good for you. I think he's a fucking idiot, and I'm sorry about your luck that you're that easily entertained. That's not my problem. What is my problem is when he tells people, this guy made death threats and threatens to beat people up. Oh, yeah? Let's look at that fucking screenshot right now. First screenshot you're looking at, it's been on the screen for a second, is what Unirock calls a death threat. And yeah, when I said this on a sock account, I was really pissed. And I was pissed because my mother had just passed away. I had already left his Discord. And this dumb fuck decides to take a vote on things that I said to him that were rude, and if they need to punish me, and they decided I needed a 72-hour ban. They're stupid to even fucking realize I'm already gone or didn't care. After the 72 hours, he sends me an invalid invite. Invalid because I had already been banned. They banned me after I left. I guess that's his way of firing me after I quit. But I digress. This isn't a death threat. And I'm like I say, man, I'm sorry you're a piece of shit and had a doxer named Katie Joy Paulson in your server for God knows how long, 9 months, and at least 7 of those months after she doxed Bite Me Now, you didn't do shit about it. And you know what? On that topic, Uni, you know what made that dox a CSA worse? You did. Because you could have just kicked KJ, you could have deleted that link, but no, you had to go out on Twitter and do a periscope and tell the world where to find that docs and actually give the name of the website that contained her information. Do you know how many more people knew where to find Creepshow Arts information after you did that compared to before when KJ dropped it in a private server? Well, you'd think a lot, but it was only a few more probably because your Twitter's sucking. It was the middle of the night. But I digress. The point of it was, then you went on, put that Twitter on YouTube, and everybody and their brother knew. Oh wow, if I need to know Shannon's information, all I got to do is go to local firms. It's old news now, so I'm saying it, and I don't give a shit. And I'm really not in a good mood, dude, because I really don't have time for your bullshit right now. But what I can tell you is that if you continue to talk shit about me in a slanderous way and say that I have made death threats and I am trolling people, I'm I have a threat for you that's a promise. And it has nothing to do with the physical confrontation. What it has to do with is you getting first to C and D. And if you ignore that C and D, I will follow through with a lawsuit. And you won't like it. And mommy won't be bringing you fucking grilled cheese sandwiches anymore while you play fart cough. You'll be fucked. This next screenshot is the first time I communicated with Natalie. Natalie and I did not communicate during the Tati Westbrook and Katie Joy Paulson lawsuit. Um, I blocked her throughout that lawsuit because I didn't know who was impersonating who, and I wanted nothing to do with the spoofings and hackings and all of the other things that were going on around the people that were filling out declarations. I'm also going to include the second DM where her and I exchanged communications, and you can see that I told her I had her blocked. She understood why I had her blocked, and we both agreed at that time that we were looking forward to better times on the internet, fun streams, stuff like that. No more of all of the horrible things that were going on during that lawsuit. Um, at that point, it seemed as though all of this bullcrap was coming to an end. This next screenshot is my first communication ever with Little Miss Noble, June 24th. I reached out because I seen a lot of people were giving her shit. This was before she did any streams or made any videos besides the one where she said she wasn't the hacker. She was getting a lot of shit from a lot of people, and I was flat out concerned. I reached out, and you can see here that I told her I would be glad when the authorities get through covering all this and figuring out who did what, and it'll take the pressure and a lot of this speculation off you and the people that were being accused at that time. Now, I realize a lot of things have came out since I made this DM to her, and I still feel the same. Let the authorities figure this stuff out. And none of you do you, like do you not care that a large portion comes out of your check each week for taxes for law enforcement? Let them do their job. And no offense to any of you guys looking into this and wanting to connect the dots. That's great. You know, see what you can figure out, see how much bullshit we've been fed. Terrific. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of the speculation yet some of you are doing is just muddy in the waters. It really is. There's no way anyone out there doesn't have bias now. And you're putting things together without all the facts. You don't have access to the crime labs. You're not tracing IPs. A lot of this theory and conjecture that you're putting together, you know, one day you're solid on it, the next day something else comes out and it blows it all away. Just let the cops do their job. And no offense, some of you are very dear friends to me, but none of you are who I would pick to look into this from YouTube. That'd be Angry Cops or Donut Operator. If I'm going to pick somebody from YouTube to figure out this mess, it's going to be one of those guys. And both of them would tell me, dude, get lost. We don't have time for this bullshit. But the account on your screen right now is Progressive Conservative. This is the account that was mentioned in Nat's video. What is their level of involvement? I have absolutely no clue. If I had to guess, this account was fresh in people's minds when they were making videos because it was dumping lots and lots of screenshots, lots of them, and asking questions. As far as I know, that's their level of involvement. Posting screenshots on Twitter. Um, when that account was brought up, that is who Nat met. She didn't mean moderate extremist. I've already covered that she knows who I am. Thank you very much, Unirock.
Well, one of them, definitely I'll figure it out. Let us know, she had 3 friends in the community helping her, and her friend Esther and her oldest nephew helped last year. That's just what she said. I do not know the names, but I'm awaiting feedback from Salt on whether I'm allowed to share them or not, because Little Miss Mabel lied a lot, so I'm unsure whether these people are involved or not.
Bullshit.
And she said, okay, yeah, we just need to know who in the community that helped. I appreciate you helping Miss Sally, your friend. I said, yeah, she is. I can tell you who Little Miss Mabel told me, but please don't dox them because I have no idea if she was telling me the truth.
Oh, sure.
Seeing as everything else has been lies. And I told her who she told me. So Carly, Tina, Progressive Conservative, Man Pants, and Steve. I spoke to 4 of them.
Carly, Tina. It's not Progressive Conservative. You know whose name that is. You know who that is. She's just confused. It starts with moderate. So Carly, Tina, moderate, Manda Pants, and Steve. All in the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit. And they reach out to Nat and start feeding her fake screenshots and manipulating her and shit. So Nat did us a favor. Yeah, she lied a lot, changed her story a lot, mixed things up a lot, which is fine. She was nervous. She's probably just doing her best to try and, she's doing her best to try and just put this together and get it out. But at least she just told us exactly who is involved. She just said it. For anyone out there to say it's a conspiracy theory, to think that these people are involved in some way, are you fucking nuts? It is a conspiracy theory to think it out of the blue. Okay? So let's say that she just throws out someone's random name. Okay, I'll use one. Manda Pants. I don't know who that is. I've heard that name come up, but, I don't know much else other than that. So let's pretend we go look at Manda Pants, and we see that Manda Pants has nothing to do with any of this. She's just giving an opinion on it. Bam. Okay, fine. Well, I'm just saying, theoretically, let's say Manda Pants is just someone who gives an opinion online about it. Maybe it's a conspiracy to say that Manda Pants is involved with anything. Because if you look at Manda Pants, I'm not saying in real life, I'm saying theoretically. If Manda Pants was, okay, fine, let's do it like this. Let's say she mentioned someone named Gus Gus. Gus Gus is my cat, if you didn't know. So she says somebody named Gus Gus. So then we go look at Gus Gus, and all Gus Gus does is give his opinion on the stuff going on. Maybe it's a conspiracy to say that Gus Gus is involved. Maybe. I'm not going to say it is or isn't. Maybe. Okay? But when she names Tina and Steve and one of the people out there who's been lying and trolling in this the whole time, who I won't name their name because they're just an extremely volatile, evil troll who sends death threats to people and threatens to kill people and beat them up, which is extremely interesting that their name came up here while, that is literally the issue that's going on in this, right? So I think that, I'm going to have to send some emails here after this, but either way.
And we're going to wrap this up with some audio from the man himself, Unirock.
If he's on the case, he's going to figure it out. Hey man, there's some new drama, and I don't know jack dick about it because I don't know jack dick about shit. But I can tell you this: if somebody's going to be involved with the authorities, I guarantee I'm going to attach Steve, Tina, Kim, and oh my God, no way, moderate extremist? I get a chance to connect moderate extremist to? Oh my God, I want to get him so bad. He made a video, Keem trolled me with it, it made me look like an asshole. And Augie and Blowbacks and Nick all made fun of me and they laughed at me. And I swear to God, that goddamn motherfucking moderate extremist son of a bitch.
Oh, sorry, you fucked up again. Have a nice day, and bye-bye, dickhead.
Bye bye, dickhead.